I'm Daniela McDonald. I was an NC State volleyball player from 2019 to 2021. During that time, I found out that I was pregnant. I was actually 22 weeks pregnant at the time when I found out. I had to make a really big decision on what was I gonna do because there was a chance that it was gonna end my volleyball career. When I was at the doctors, but they knew I was far enough along that I couldn't have an abortion in North Carolina, but that didn't necessarily mean I couldn't go somewhere else. They handed me a little sticky note with the abortion hotline number on it, but they were like, here, call this, you can find out your options this way. I ended up calling a friend. She was like, look, you need to go ahead and accept the fact that there is a chance you're gonna lose your spot on the team. She was like, you're gonna keep this baby because this is what God has called you to do. About 3 days after I talked to her, I told my mom. I broke down crying after a walk with her. She told my dad, and my dad came up to my room crying, actually excited about being a grandpa, which was not the response I thought I was gonna get from my parents. I called my coach about 2 days later and told him, and he was really surprisingly supportive. He was like, look, we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna come up with a game plan to get you back on the court. Just focus on having the kid. There was just this pressure on my heart. I knew that abortion was just gonna hurt me as well, not just the baby. A lot of times people get abortion because they're scared of the outcome. I can't provide, I can't do this or that, I'm not ready to be a parent. But when you really dig deep and say, okay, I wanna keep this kid, you will find the resources you need and they are there. You just have to be willing to be like, okay, this is where I'm at, this is what I want to do. And I think the biggest fear is people think they're alone and they're not. With my friends saying, this is what you're called to be, I very quickly kind of made the decision of, no, that's not what I'm gonna do. If I lose my volleyball scholarship, I lose my volleyball scholarship. Thankfully, by the grace of God, I didn't. And I just kind of had this deep gut feeling that it was all gonna work out regardless. When I first saw Shay, it was a surreal moment of, oh my goodness, there's a baby and I'm now responsible for this, but also this was God's creation. And I just knew that in that moment that this was God's plan. I named Shay because it means gift. That was kind of my way of being like, she is a gift from God, even though life isn't butterflies and rainbows. It's actually hard a lot of the time. In this day and age, you get into college and even high school, hookup culture is such a big thing, and sex is just this kind of casual, fun thing that you do. The amount of emotional toll that you put on your body when you go outside of marriage is something that people don't really see. You may have all these friends that say, this will be fun, go do this, go do that, and they may seem like your best friend at the time. But if I was to advise to a young female, I would say, don't do it because God has intentionally designed sex for marriage. And when you go out of that, you're giving all to this person that is not designed to be your husband. The best way to protect yourself is to surround yourself with people that will allow you to grow in a Christ-like manner.